Welcome to Franchise Empires.
You know, you and I jammed on content for quite a bit, so I gotta wrap up with this question. But you also had another post on Twitter about how restaurants or just other brick and mortar concepts can actually do a good job by combining with the gas station. And I forget which post it was, but you mentioned like a drive-through specific concept,
Yes.
or model could work. Could you just, I think that would be interesting we have a lot of restaurant operators in the audience that, how do you view that synergy between the gas station and maybe a QSR, I think it was?
Yeah, there's a really good opportunity for that. One of my friends here in town, he did a good job with Guthrie's, which is kind of a newer concept. I'm assuming I'm just really starting to see him show up all over the place where I live. And what they've done is, the development costs are locking us out of a lot of the locations, not just us, but also a franchisee. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And you're going, hey, how can we spread that? Okay. Well, back to a real popular concept right now are these travel centers. So like Travel Centers of America, you stop there, You're not just going to get gas, but inside of there may be 2 or 3 franchises. Okay. And now, those franchises that could not do a standalone, they have an opportunity, just kind of like a mall or whatever. And so like for me, I love it. I want to get as many people I can link up with in franchising and get, we may have a drive-through window accessible. One of the biggest mistakes on a top 10 mistake I made on a location, I was the only location that was permitted for a drive-through window off the exit. And I sold that location just because it was during COVID and I was trying to raise cash because I thought the world was ending. And, it was a very big, it's a no-brainer because a lot of us have them, you want them, and we don't know. You just got to go, you can do your zoning, due diligence in the community and say, oh, that place is labeled for a convenience, is labeled for a drive-through window. Hey, how can I get in there? Because the way I view it, I don't think that I'd rather not run a kitchen and do fried chicken. Okay, at my location. It's necessity if you want to be a top tier operator. So if I can have Guthrie's come in or Bojangles or whatever, and they can, man, we're driving sales. So I think it's a great idea.
I see. So it's a magnet to get foot traffic in.
Because they're not going to buy. Maybe they're not going to buy the higher priced, fountain drink at Bojangles. Maybe they're going to come or whatever. I'm not picking on Bojangles. Whatever that QSR is. And maybe they're going to come over and get a case of water from my store, there's some general, actual synergies, or maybe they're going to fill it with gas because now they're stopping to get their family dinner.
Yeah, exactly. It's two in one shot there.
You don't see as much of it. And I know there's some, problems, like we don't want too many cars in the lot. We need them off the lot. So we have a good traffic flow. And man, it makes a lot of sense, especially at these interstate locations.
Incredible. Fascinating stuff, man.